Okay, so hopefully this will be quite a short one because children, we do this all the time. So you should hopefully know what you're doing. What might be tricky is kind of the recording of it. So I've got 3 options for you depending on the technology that you have to hand. So let's see. No, not that. We want this one. Okay. So this is something we do in class all the time where we have a WAGOLL, which is what a good one looks like. And then we find the features that we want you or your children, if you're a parent watching this, to include in your own writing. So we're going to look at WAGOLL and find the features. It's exactly the same as we do in class. So the focus is, remember, it's about the mood of the piece. So we're focusing on creating this mood on our Goan beach of happiness and calmness and tranquility. So how are we going to do it? We're going to do it using clever adjective word choices, describing our senses, and the similes and metaphors that we've been practicing and you should already have recorded. Not boring stuff like semicolons. Like, we're not focusing on grammar. This is about using our language to create a mood. Okay, so today, obviously, this is going to work a little bit differently than the way we do in school. It just depends what technology you have at home. So I've got a few different options for you. So all the documents you need, there's a Word document underneath this video, and that's the one that you will need to open. So like I said, the links to the WAGOLL are below. They're in Word format, so I think it's probably the easiest way of doing this. So you're going to click on the first Word document below to find my WAGOLL. So option 1, if you're really, really lucky and you have a printer at home, you can just print it off and highlight it in the colours, just like we do in the class. Your second option, if you're lucky and have a laptop but not a printer, you can open up the Word document and highlight it using the highlighting feature. So I'm just going to kind of show you how this works. So this is the WAGOLL. As you can see, it's pretty short. It's about 18 sentences long. So I'll just read it through for you. So it says, daybreak. As the sun glides like a swan above the horizon, the palm trees tickle my ears. I will be there soon. The scent of vanilla swirls through the air. The sea calls me like a mermaid siren. The sky is apricot orange and the clouds pink. My heart ricochets with anticipation. The beach is deserted as I approach. I step onto the silky sand, sugar between my toes. The waves roll in, calmly breaking, rising against the shore as the tide rolls in. A cool breeze brushes against my skin like a dove's wing. I scan the pink horizon, watching and waiting. There it is, the faint hum of a small trawler boat. My heart lurches, jumps in anticipation. I have been waiting for him for months to arrive. I imagine his sweet skin, the slight sour sweatiness, his shoulder blades curving like angels' wings. The boat approaches, closer, closer, louder, louder, a joyous sound. The waves react, crashing and swirling as if they cannot contain their joy. And there he is, bigger now, toothier somehow. Auntie Betty, he calls across the ocean, his pet name for me. All is right with the world. So this is kind of what we're aiming to produce not by the end of next week. We won't quite get there because we've got obviously our day doing our training, but definitely by half term. So you will need this. So what you'll do is you'll be looking first using red for any adjectives that evoke a calm and happy mood. So if you're in Word, you're going to go here. I don't know if you can see this like little thing. It kind of looks a bit like a highlighter. And you're going to select red up there. So you can select from lots of different colours and select red. Okay, so we're looking for some adjectives that evoke a calm and happy mood. Okay, so I like glide. That sounds calm and happy. So you can it's a bit fiddly. Sometimes you're a bit better off doing it the other way around. Let me show you like the different way to do this. So what you can do is you can highlight the word, highlight the word like this, and then press red up there. And it makes it go red. And that's like your adjective. The palm trees tickle my ears. I will be there soon. The scent of vanilla swirls, so adjectives. It's like a nice, calm, happy adjective. So you just press that. And then so on. And then when you're looking for, let's go for, describes what can be seen, smelled, felt, touched, that one. So, what can be seen, silky sand, like that. And then all you'll do is you'll select there and make it go green. So if you have a Word document, that's another way that you can do this. if you want to, if it's not too tricky. It is a little bit fiddly. It's especially fiddly if you don't have like a physical mouse, which I don't. Or there is one more option that I have thought of as well. Sorry, let me just get back to the slide that I need to get to. So this is another option. So if you don't have any of these things, you can do this. So if you have an iPad or a phone, you can't highlight on it very easily. I haven't found a way that you can actually do it. So you're just going to write them down. So for example, you're going to say adjectives used to create mood and then just note them down, description of the weather and then just note them down and kind of forget about the color coding. So it should be accessible to everyone, but depending on what technology you have, you'll just access it in a slightly different way. Once you've finished, underneath there's a color-coded version that shows you where I have included the features. So on the website, first one is the one you want to either print or highlight or look at, and then you'll go to the second one and then you can see all the options. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, just email year5@Millbrook, the normal email address, and we'll try and help you out a little bit. I've tried to make it as user-friendly as I can, but not really knowing what different technology options people have at home. I've just tried to do the same task, but just in different ways. And then tomorrow we're going to do some planning.